We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
368! Go, on the ball!
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
5-0, 5-0.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And now to the air. Dalton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Get ready for 57 over there.
From midfield here, Dalton. And he finds Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a handoff. Here's Camara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you're hurt, you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
White. 180, 120.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 3rd and 4.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
180, 180. Two.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down, Dalton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Dalton here from the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. play action. It's Garoppolo. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Murray with a nice move. Latavius Murray, 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
368.
Dalton throwing on second down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Dalton, and down he goes. The 49ers get there. D. Ford with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better off.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
21. By 20. 180.
Play action. Garoppolo. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? On the last 2 possessions, the running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It's Coleman here, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gould now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Lead! 52-44. Get ready for 57 over there.
Operating from the gun. Dalton. Incomplete. Right side to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Andy Dalton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
368. There you go. We're good. We're good. Heavy. Up.
From the gun, Dalton looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. "14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect.
And he's not going to get out of the end zone. Murray is taken down for the safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Chris Jones. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
4 down, 4 down. 21. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Murray. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw on 2nd down. Dalton. In the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
368. There you go, 368.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Garoppolo, 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And now running right through it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
By 20! 180!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers! Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Hey, gun. Here we go.
Garoppolo now. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to float this one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
21.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Andy Dalton now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Dalton now to pass. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Garoppolo now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
One, Omaha.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Black 80! Black 80!
Back to throw, Garoppolo. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
The Niners on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 180!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Hey, gun, gun. Black 80! Black 20!
To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And the Saints signal for another timeout as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, There's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
44, get ready for 57 over there. Ready. There you go, 368.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
There you go, 368.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for San Francisco, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.